Hi everyone, Bandit Jack here. It's been 1 week since my surgery. I'm going to try to do weekly updates. Kind of hard. Of course, as you know, I'm a high school math teacher. I'm back at work, third day of school today. And I'm also a grad student. I graduate in December with my master's degree in economics. And I've got 2 classes left. One of them is on Wednesday night. So I get home, play with the baby, usually watch the baby so my wife can do grocery shopping, and then I head off to class at night. So not much time when I get home. I'm pretty spent. But hopefully I can do this every Wednesday. If I just manage to do that for a few months, I'll be done with class and school and everything. So won't be too terrible. It's kind of late. It's after almost 11:30. And I gotta get up at 5 o'clock in the morning to head back out to work. So I'm gonna keep this pretty short. There's not a whole lot to report, so that's easy. I'm doing well. Sunday was really, really bad with the pain in the shoulders and the gas pain. Oh my gosh, it was excruciating. I had to use, I don't know if you can tell what this is, this little robotic arm here. It is a, got a little heat. Can you see that? A little heat and vibrates. And this is what I had to use to get the pain out of my shoulder. It was literally the only thing that worked. I took pain medicine. I moved around. It was excruciating. I've never had anything like that. It hurt bad. But went to school, went to work on Monday and had 0 problems. Felt good, felt strong, barely, 4 or 5 days removed from surgery. So I felt really good, and have every day since. Now it's exactly 1 week removed from surgery, and it's itching a lot. But I think it's healing well. I have my follow-up appointment on Friday. Don't tell my doctor, but I probably advanced my diet a little bit more than what they want. I still do pretty well throughout most of the day. I get up in the morning, I have a protein shake. First I have a cup of decaf with some sugar-free cocoa hot chocolate mix because it wants, one of the things they suggest is to drink something warm first thing in the morning to kind of get your band ready for the day. And so I do that. That's my warm drink. And then I drink a protein shake, about 8-10 ounces. Chocolate, vanilla, oscillates from one to the next, each day. And that's my breakfast. And then midday, usually between classes, while I'm standing out in the hallway, I'm drinking a protein shake there. I showed you them in my second video, I think. It's pure protein, also vanilla, chocolate. Those are the 2 flavors I have. Have a little ice box in my classroom that I get to keep that stuff in along with water. And I'm kind of nursing a thing of water pretty much all day long. Let's see. So for lunch, I have a little bit of Jell-O, a pudding cup, sugar-free pudding cup, a V8 Fusion, and that's it. And then about mid-afternoon, I have another pure protein shake. My lunch is actually from like 10:18, like from 10:15 to 10:45 roughly. So it's early in the morning. It's more like a brunch time. But my breakfast is so early, that's okay. I'm usually headed home by 3:30 in the afternoon. So I have an early dinner. So I just shifted kind of all my meals to an earlier time. So it's not too terrible. But usually for dinner, I may do a little bit more than just a soup. And sometimes I've done things that work real great for me. Not anything that seems to have done anything too terrible. Like I had a couple of chicken tenders one day. I've been honest. I put it into MyFitnessPal. None of my days have exceeded 1,500 calories. 1 or 2 of them were less than 1,000 for the day. So it's not like I'm going crazy. I'm not going hog wild here. But it was weeks before my surgery, 2 weeks before the surgery when I began hardly having anything at all. So it's just been hard. And maybe I don't know, maybe I'm doing this all wrong. And I'm gonna get in big trouble with my with my doctor. But I think I'm okay. I really do. Like tonight we had some chili cheese tots out of a small bowl. I got kids' utensils and plates. So I mean, I didn't. I'm not going overboard, and Lord knows it doesn't take much for me to feel pretty full. And I'm beginning to learn. If you go too far, you're going to feel it. It doesn't hurt, but it's uncomfortable. For me, there's kind of a heaviness that just kind of sitting on my chest or stomach. But that's only happened once or twice, and I've quickly learned to take it easy. I had a hamburger patty one day, bought a little kid's hamburger, and I took little tiny bites of that piece of meat, and little tiny bites of like maybe 4 fries. I don't think any of that's going to be too terrible. I know it's a little bit beyond, it's a little bit beyond what I'm supposed to be doing right now, but it's good to have some normal food once in a while. Like I said, it's pretty much always just in the evening. During my days, I'm pretty strict on the diet while I'm at work, so other than that, not much else to report, the weight has been kind of weird. It's just kind of stuck at 374, and I don't know if that's because the swelling and the gas and I don't know is kind of heavy and making it seem like I haven't lost any weight. I don't know. I honestly don't get that. That's because I still have this on. I think I talked to y'all about this, and it lets me know how many calories I've burned throughout the day, and it pulls in the data from MyFitnessPal to get how many calories I've consumed, and every day I've had anywhere from a 1,500 to 3,500 calorie deficit. So I think my average over the last 2 weeks has been like 2,000 calorie deficit per day. So by all accounts, unless that's just completely inaccurate, I should be losing some weight. So I'll weigh myself again and see. Maybe it's happening. Maybe it's not. Maybe I'm screwing things up bad. I don't know. But getting through it. I feel good. I need to. That was one of the things about that diet is I was feeling real run down and weak. Because I was getting so little nourishment. And like I said, the doctor had even commented to my wife that my liver had shrunk up pretty good and it was easy to get to in there. So he knew I was pretty strict on it initially, for the 2 weeks prior to the surgery. But I have gotten a little bit more lax over since the surgery. Immediately following it, not hardly at all. I spent a couple of days on chicken broth and beef broth, and that's awful. Tastes good at first, but it doesn't stay all that great. But then, I started adding some different things, but nothing terrible. I'm not eating whole cakes or pies or bags of cookies or bags of potato chips or anything like that. I have I have just a small portion of things that aren't great but aren't terrible and are probably a little bit beyond what I'm supposed to be doing right now at this point on the. If anybody's got any suggestions and wants to scold me, please go ahead. Couldn't be the other one. My wife's gotten pretty good at that. Anyway, that's about it. I've somehow managed to ramble on for 9 minutes. This will definitely go down as one of those that nobody will ever watch because he just goes on and on and on and doesn't shut up. But now I will. Thanks. Talk to y'all later. Bye.